Hello and welcome to the War Report. I am your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is a show where we talk about NXT 2.0 and AEW Dynamite. Quan, how you feeling?
We are in a new era. A new time. Times are changing. This has probably been the most invested I've been in, weekly TV programming, in a long time.
Who are you telling, bruh?
In a long time.
Obviously, I watch the go home shows for the pay-per-view. I always do that at least, if I'm not really watching the weekly television shows. But I raised the question to the chat, just being like, when does this Triple H era start? Because obviously they probably had mad stuff written down ahead of time, weeks and months planned out. And I can say this seems to be that new era. SummerSlam is that time. I would say it is the first time in a long time that I was just like, man, I cannot wait to watch Raw, man.
Yo, I
cannot wait.
I was genuinely excited to watch Raw. I don't think I felt that way since probably 2003 or something. I was like, oh, wow. I was thinking about it the whole day. Man, I wonder how Raw is going to be. What's going to happen? What's the fallout? All this shit. And honestly, it delivered. I wasn't sure what I was going to expect going into Raw, but I thought it was a really good episode of Raw. And I think it definitely is planting the seeds for kind of where they want to go in the future. We saw some people featured that we don't usually get to see featured in actual matches. So it was interesting. I think briefly, if we could go over I think that the live the main level audience, the main show audience, they're gonna have to get used to long matches. I don't know if that Houston crowd was just kind of weird in general, but they were kind of quiet.
I would say, well, when I'm in the arena, personally, I think I already said this before on the pod before. I'm not a cheerer. I'm not a chanter. I'll clap. But normally it's because that I'm focused on what I'm seeing. I'm really focused. I paid a lot of money to be here. You feel me? Yeah. So I focus on the match. So even at sporting events or concerts, I'm not the screamer. I'm not the, recite lyrics guy. I'm just soaking it in, It's just can I say that all of Houston just became me all of a sudden? No, I can't say that. But,
it's just one of the weird times where the crowd's really quiet for no reason, even if it's a decent show or a good show. It's so funny because if you think about it, Houston, that was the first arena they did when they opened everything back up. You remember how loud those shows were, Money in the Bank and that SmackDown before that? And then, a year later, it's
I really think, bro. I think that triple threat match with AJ Styles, Ali, and that finish with the fucking moonsault into the the Styles cloud, to the Styles Clash, they said, all right, yeah, this shit hard.
They woke him up.
But I don't know. I just felt maybe you can contribute it to maybe they're these people are actually not familiar with NXT as much as people like to think they do, or we think they do, that pipeline or whatever. But at SummerSlam, those people went stupid.
Yeah.
So maybe Houston just not tapped in.
I don't know. It's one of the weird nights where the crowd just was really quiet. It happens. It's unfortunate fun. It was that show. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I thought it was a really strong show.
I don't think that will be a constant. I definitely think some people are going to go up, some people are not. I think that what they probably need, Bailey, Dakota, and Io, which is we'll talk about SummerSlam a little bit in our Patreon section, but they possibly need a team name or or a vignette. If you have your War Report bingo cards, are burped again. But you know, maybe something that like people could like kind of like sink their teeth to, like for the people that didn't really tap into NXT like we did. But I'm sure that will come along in the future.
Or they could do like all the other call-ups to kind of give them new characters in general, especially for someone like Dakota who was gone and came back. You can kind of do whatever you want. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, they could come and do whatever they want, but I feel like, shit. Did it have where Bailey? It's like a promo with like Bailey and them in the ring, and it'd be like, yeah, these are who they are. We go run this shit. Something just like the crowd to like really sink their teeth into or something. Like an introduction.
Yeah,
no, like promo.
I understand what you're saying, because that's my argument with AEW a lot. They don't do that.
Yeah,
they should. But I'm just saying, like, you don't with someone like Dakota Kai, who's been off TV for a while, and not like she was on NXT. Not like she was on NXT a week ago and now she's on Raw and they changed the character completely. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's been gone for a minute. You can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? You don't have to.
I for sure think they will, but Io is going to be herself.
Yeah, Io's Io, because she's just Io.
She might grow though, same as like Asuka grew with like doing the Kabuki Warriors and like doing shit like that. So they're gonna grow. Like we're gonna talk about it later on the show as well. It's just like, just because they're on the main roster now doesn't mean that these people are, finished products. Just because they got called up doesn't mean they're finished products. They're going to be growing throughout their whole career at this point. This is honestly where they should be growing the most.
I mean, Dakota damn near 40 years old. I don't know. I keep saying that. I don't think Dakota's that old. How old is Dakota?
She's not.
I'm kidding. I'll take that back. She's not.
I believe she's like 28.
No, she's definitely 30. She's got to be 30. I'm pretty sure she's like 30.
Is it because her and Shane, or like you think her and Shane are like in the same age range?
She's 34.
She's 34? Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say Dakota's older. She's not young. I mean, she's still young in like life, but you know what I mean? But like I would say,
I don't want to talk about these women's age, but how old is Io Sky?
Io Sky probably about the same. Let me see.
Yeah, like they should be all in the same age range.
Io is
she's been wrestling for a fucking minute. So
Io's 32 as well.
Well, is not they still have time to grow as performers. I get, puberty's over, I guess. Standards.
They do say 30s for wrestlers usually they're kind of their prime years. So I'm just teasing about the Dakota thing, but well, we're gonna see how that. Hey, man. I appreciate that they spent the first 2 hours of the show really basing it on Bailey and her crew.
Absolutely.
I thought that was really well done. A thread for the first 2 hours.
If any Dakota Kai, if you hear this, or any Dakota fans hear this and y'all want to kill Quan, the comeback spot on Twitter, hey, smoke it shit right now. But I absolutely love that the women absolutely took over this show, and ratings, spiked. Like I think people are excited for this new Triple H era. I can't wait for SmackDown as well. I can't wait Oh, go ahead.
You know what else I like too? They stuck with the damn brand split. You know what I mean? There were no SmackDown guys on the show tonight, besides the Usos, who are obviously they're on both shows. But like, there were no SmackDown people, which I think is good because I think Raw had enough guys to really have a show. They were just like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. So I think it's cool that. I was surprised no Kevin Owens on Monday though. I didn't see any Kevin Owens.
There wasn't any Kevin Owens. There wasn't any Theory. A family member passed, so Theory wasn't there.
Yeah, I saw that. Elias was on main event, so
Ezekiel, quit playing, man.
I mean, sorry, Ezekiel. My bad.
I don't keep up Raw, but the Ezekiel shit is fucking hilarious.
I think it's very funny. And somehow he also like got better as a wrestler. I don't know how it happened. He's like 10 times better than he was when he was alive. I don't get it.
It is what it is
like,
on that.
Where did he learn to wrestle out of nowhere? Like he was gone for like 4 months, and all of a sudden he had a whole new moveset.
That boy was training. That's why. But yeah, I love that they stuck with the women. Like the women was like the overarching story for this whole thing. There was no Brock, no Roman stuff, which we're most likely going to get on SmackDown anyway. But I am very curious to see how Triple H books a Roman Reigns going forward.
Well, we know where you're going, at least for now. For the next couple weeks. With
Drew, yeah,
yeah. But after that, yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes. He already has experience booking Drew for the most part, so it is what it is on that. Sucks that Becky's going to be gone for a little bit, but I'm excited to see how these shows go moving forward. A lot of my friends that weren't wrestling fans, they're like after SummerSlam, they were absolutely tapped in. Yeah, shit's all good. You know what's crazy is that they wanted to tap into AEW, and I was just like, I tried not to be like I hate AEW, don't check it out, blah, 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 whatever. And then Jay just did it. They wanted to see Jay Cargill for obvious reasons, and then she just wasn't on the whole episode, and they were just like, well, guess I will be doing that again. Women make this shit go up, bruh. And AEW hasn't seen it yet, but
I think tonight was a response. I think tonight was a different response. They were like, okay, we got to do something.
Poor. Well, the show, not a response.
The episode
the show was Big Drewski hands, but I think everything that happened outside of the show, which we'll be talking about in the trenches, is definitely a big response to that. But before we get to that, we're going to get into these trenches, but we're going to talk about this AEW Fight Forever. I would say we are gamers.
You're much more a gamer than I am. I will say that.
Yeah. And I hate that the screenshot that I took from the chat is like mad blurry when I put it in notes, but whatever. So we are getting a lot more information about the AEW game. We got some trailers and such. First, I'm just going to read off some things from the Steam description. So first things first, on the first bullet point, feel free to chime in whenever you like. We got combines nostalgic arcade wrestling feel with the innovative AEW wrestling finishers and offensive moves.
Fair enough. That's what they kind of explained to us before. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. A talent roster that combines the biggest legends in the ring, plus brand new high-flying AEW stars.
Okay. Cool. I'm kind of concerned at how dated the roster will be, but 2K's roster was also dated, so it is what it is.
I was literally playing 2K last night, and then what is it? I was just going through the roster, and I was just like, dog, this shit is so fucking dated.
Dog,
like
half that roster is gone.
not to be disrespectful, not to be green, but I need a lot of these Future Endeavor niggas to be on a separate tab. Like a no longer with us tab.
The release tab?
Yeah, because when I'm scrolling looking for a character to pick, because what is it? We want to have like a SmackDown roster match, and I see fucking Grand Metalik on my shit. Get the fuck out of here, yo! Get the fuck off the character select, bro.
Relax, bro.
When I see Thatcher, when I see Thatcher on that shit, can you move?
Is he in the game?
Please?
Thatcher's in the game. I don't think I've ever used Thatcher's game ever.
I use Thatcher. I'm not going to say what the match theme was, but I use Thatcher. There are so many people on there that are released, and I'm just like, can you like go away, please? But it is what it is on that. Match types: we have singles, tag team, triple threat, fatal four-way, ladder, casino battle royale, falls count anywhere, lights out unsanctioned, exploding barbed wire death match, and online multiplayer co-op matches. What is missing here? Well, I guess you could put like tornado tag rules, I guess. So it is what it is on that. Doesn't mention a TLC, just mentions ladder.
Have they done a TLC? I think WWE has TLC like branded. I don't think AEW can use that if they wanted to.
Okay.
My thing is with the casino battle, how many people are they going to have in the ring at once? Because 5 come out at a time when they do the casino battle. You know what I mean?
That is something that will definitely test the limitations of your Switch. Yeah, that match is definitely going to be chaotic. I can definitely see that is definitely a match that you will not be able to do online.
Oh no.
That is not going to go well at all. But those are a nice set of stipulations. Multiplayer co-op. What is the difference between online co-op player matches and then online like co-op multiplayer?
Maybe like an RPG or something, like an adventure mode. I don't know. I have no idea what that co-op's about.
I guess that means for like the mini games, but we'll get to that in a second. Tag team matches will have sequence team maneuvers, perform with simple commands, probably just like a simplified commands, which is like whatever, hold L2 and hold triangle or square or some shit. I don't. It is what it is. A deep character mode. I mean, a deep career mode.
I'm interested in this. I want to see how they do it. Do they do like the season mode in some of the old SmackDowns, or like I used to play Raw too a lot. I used to love the season mode on Raw. If they do something like that, I'm not mad at that. I really not. I don't know. Like it's very vague. We still don't have a lot of details about it, and supposedly it's supposed to come out in a few months. So I would, I hope we get a little bit more info
next month. Actually, next month.
Did they announce that?
It's supposed to be September.
Okay.
It was given a placeholder date on certain listings, but they're aiming for September. Is from what I'm still hearing. But yeah, a deep career mode. We'll see. I hope it's not a My Rise situation. I don't want to.
I want a season mode. Give me season mode.
Yeah, just throw me in, bro. I'm not trying to make it to the top, bro. just throw me in. I'm already on Dark. They be putting everybody on that motherfucker anyway. A wide range of customizable modes, character, wrestler attires and appearances, moveset, entrances, teams, and arenas, which I would like to see how in depth that the wrestler attire and appearances are going to be, because 2K couldn't get that for a really long time because of Ukes.
Yeah, I think that's a common, factor in all this is making this. So yeah. I'm really questioning things. I think the amount of arenas, AEW doesn't have a lot of arenas. Most of them have been pretty much the same.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Unless you get you get a regular ass arena, and then I'm sure Daly's Place is going to be like a custom arena. Like that's going to be like a little interesting thing there. Maybe they'll have like some themed arenas like Beach Break, and they'll have like sand and stuff.
That's not Beach Break. I can see that. Bash at the Beach. They did Beach Break too, didn't they? Or that NXT?
I feel like Beach Break is just a move that somebody has on AEW.
No, that was a show, wasn't it? Am I bugging?
Is that not one of Orange Cassidy's like signature moves?
It might be. There was an AEW Beach Break. I know I wasn't bugging.
There's a Beach Break?
Oh, okay. It was this year.
Well, I'm telling you, these AEW shows are forgettable, dog.
Remember, because it was in like January, and it was like in Cleveland or something like that.
Oh, that wasn't Bash at the Beach?
No, it's Beach Break.
Okay. It is what it is on that. But yeah, so about the wrestler attire and appearance thing is that, guys, believe me when I say this. A lot of the complaints that you had that 2K was not doing was because of the limitations of working with Ukes. So I think it's funny that Ukes turn around and then they're just like, okay, now we can start doing wrestling attire. I think it might be as basic as like doing the color editing mode on fucking I don't know if this is a deep cut or not, but like on Capcom versus SNK 2, if you guys remember that, just, picking parts, changing colors, and then that's it. Nothing like detailed like that. I don't think there's going to be a crazy community creation type thing. but we'll see.
We don't, that's the thing. We don't know shit, man. We really don't know anything about this game. It's very vague.
I'm not even going to get into the criticism. I'm not even going to get into the criticisms that we've seen so far just yet. But let's continue down a couple more bullet points. More than 40 weapons. Nigga, name 40 weapons in wrestling right now, bro.
Steel chair, steel steps, kendo stick, trash can, stop sign, cheese grater, weed whacker, pizza cutter.
You think we're gonna get a weed whacker? We haven't even seen that on AEW
yet. They don't have it.
We haven't seen a chain,
pizza cutter, chain.
Motherfucker, I see a chainsaw in that weapon select wheel.
That's hard.
and you get up.
That's hard.
Nigga, I need the match to be over. If I DDT you on a fucking chainsaw, my nigga, I need this match to be over. We already seen the trash can. I'm sure there's gonna be a barbed wire variant of all these matches. My thing is that like when you maybe it's not gonna play like 2K, right? But let's say if this is 2K.
I don't think it is at all. Yeah.
You go to the outside of the ring, you see the weapon wheel. How the fuck you got 40 weapons in that motherfucker?
I hope they do it No Mercy style, just random, and you just grab it from the crowd. I don't know if you ever played No Mercy, but like you don't go into the ring to grab weapons, you like pull them out from the crowd. You just get a random thing. I hope if they do it, they should do it that way.
Just RNG on which weapon is going to be.
You can get a giant piece of cheese. You can get a steel. You never know what the hell you're gonna get.
I think you know what, the giant piece of cheese. I think they might get goofy like that. And honestly, if it's like that, then it's fine.
I think they're gonna go for goofy on this game. If we're going based off the screenshots of the mini games, I think goofy is the theme of this game, which is fine. I have no problem with that.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you my number one problem with it. I'm not paying $60 for this. The way the game looks.
Hold on, we'll get to that in a moment.
Oh, we're not there.
Go ahead. Let me get to these last two, and then we'll start talking about it. Mini games, which I think Simon says a home run derby. Oh, for another arena, they might do like a football stadium, just like a generic stadium.
That'd be hard.
We get a home run derby. What looks like the coin battle from Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Like Power Stone.
And
that would kind of look like.
Yeah. And there was another one. There was like 3 that they showed.
They showed
they
showed like a mini game, like the one. Remember the Clefairy game from Pokemon Stadium?
Yes.
Some shit like that.
It did look like that. And then they'll have like daily challenges and weekly challenges, which is just like whatever.
I'm personally not mad at the mini game. You remember the Mortal Kombat game that had like the chess combat
mini games
in the little skin? I love those little mini games they had. Those were fun. I'm not mad
combat,
the cart one,
order cart. Those were fun. I'm not mad at the mini games, but I'm mad at the price point. Like you mentioned, this is $60. This is $60. This is $60. I have paid a lot of money for video games immediately, right?
Mm-hmm.
This game, it looks like those games that get priced at $40. Yeah. Like it looks like those games that are currently made specifically for last gen.
Yeah. This looks like a PS3 game at least. Yeah, I mean at best. PS2 possibly.
But like this game is made not for next gen consoles. It's made for like, PS4, Xbox and all that right now. Those games, a lot of those games right now are getting priced at 40.
Yeah.
I'm not paying 60 for this.
I'm not paying 60 for this.
I'm not paying 40 for this. I'm gonna be real with you.
I need to see more. But right now, I can't wait till sale. I'm not in a rush to play this game as of now.
Absolutely not.
Unless we start seeing some real gameplay footage and stuff, and something really impresses me. As of now, I'm just like So the thing with the gameplay over
what is it? The graphics over gameplay, yada, this and that. The AEW trailer comes out. It features Britt Baker and Tony Schiavone, and they're showing us a lot of the game. I am so like, this is like not, I'm not trying to say that $60 is going to break my bank, but this is $60 and I'm not seeing the, like, this shit looks not that great to me. Like 2K, I'm having a lot of fun on there. People want to talk about gameplay. I'm having a lot of fun on that shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it looks fucking good.
It does look good. It does look really
It looks
good.
fucking amazing.
And I'm just for people who are like, oh, it's supposed to be arcadey. That's fine. It can be arcadey, but like it can look like, they can look like it don't have to look realistic. It's not really that. That's the problem. It just doesn't look good. Even like as an arcadey cartoony game, it doesn't look good as a cartoon.
It doesn't look good in its stylized version right now. Like, yes, the game might be going for more stylized and realism, like 2K has been doing, but the style that they chose just does not look good.
Yeah,
that's about it. And what is it? Me and Justin have been talking about it. He's been like seeing what people are saying on the Reset Era and stuff like that, and he was just like, what the fuck is this person saying? But this person commented and said that I think this game would skirt by a lot of these, the graphics or like, the art style, blah, 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 doesn't look good if it didn't try to look too realistic. It's trying to borderline stylize and realism. And so therefore it's going to get those comparisons because its art style kind of doesn't have identity of its own. And I was just like, I get that. If this looked like WWE Battleground, or it actually looked more akin to No Mercy, not saying like super blocky or super polygons or whatever, but like nobody would blame this video game for not having the graphics that 2K has. And also, I'm not blaming it for not having the graphics that 2K has. This shit looked like ass.
The way that trash can was sitting on Adam Cole's head, it looked crazy.
Just a floating asset. Like that shit looks crazy. In the trailer, I'm looking at it because I'm trying to be sold here. Like I'm trying to try to put my bias aside, and I'm putting the gamer hat on. When Britt Baker stomps this nigga's head in, and then you see like a white like aura, or it's just like a black line that kind of just like shoots out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, maybe it's like a game mode or something. I don't know what that is.
Nigga, is that the impact asset? Like, is that what you're trying to show me? That impact is being hit? Like, where's your sound design?
I'm hoping it's some kind of like game mode or something. Yeah, it was really weird.
Cause that shit looked like a placeholder asset. That shit don't look good.
To be fair, that was a leaked trailer. It wasn't the trailer is not supposed to come out yet. It was a leaked trailer that came out, so maybe it wasn't done. I don't know.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we weren't supposed to see that trailer yet.
I don't think so.
Wait, I'm not sure. The Reddit link didn't have sound, did it? Because when I tried to play it didn't have sound.
Yeah, the one it has the video. Yeah.
Okay. I watched the Twitter video and that's how I like heard it. But yeah, that trailer. Hey man, the whole graphics and gameplay discussion thing. It's really like it's really crazy to me that you guys have shat on Ukes for years and years and years. And as soon as that name changed on the box, oh man, this shit's pretty cool. Oh my God. Praise Ukes. Like, are you fucking serious, yo?
I mean, I think people were more mad at 2K. Bro. I feel like people were more angry at 2K than Ukes.
I don't
Which
get
doesn't
it.
make sense. I don't get it either. But I guess because 2K's on the name, they were like, "Oh, it must be their fault. These games are shit." You know what I mean?
What is it? People that are not understanding the developer to publisher pipeline, stuff like that. But nah, man, this game it don't look like a 60 to me. They're absolutely gonna have to show me more gameplay. Like, I want to see what this game looks like. With like a triple threat match. Like, it just I don't know why they're not having what we saw. Well, what we saw in that trailer, it looks a lot better what we've been seeing these past like developer updates. So why aren't we getting a little showcase?
Yeah, if you say that it's coming out in September, which I don't think it is, but if it is, aim for that. I would expect to see some kind of like actual gameplay by now. I feel like
That's all. Like, I just would like to see people just playing the game. Like, Justin pointed out another interesting point before we get off this. Influencers aren't playing this right now. Their AEW is not playing this right now for like their audience on the AEW games, like YouTube thing. They might announce something like next week. So we might not know. I'm only speaking for this current point in time, but influencers aren't playing this. People aren't playing this. People are just like, oh man, they might show this game off at Evo. This is not a fighting game, yeah.
They're not showing us at Evo. Who said that?
Just stupid shit that you see online.
I know they used to do like SmackDown like as a side game, like you know what I mean, like maybe like 10 people would go. They used to do that at Evo, the little side.
Oh no. I think the side game this year is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And
I mean, they had like other ones that just aren't like aren't like fucking on any stream or anything. They just do they'll have like a little 8-person tournament doing SmackDown or something like that.
just at the venue, no stream.
Yeah, no stream.
I mean, yeah, they could tap into that, but it's not streamed, so I don't think that's a good way to like.
They're not putting that on the Evo. Also, I don't even think that like
no,
those two things even cross together. AEW and Evo, maybe. Hey, I don't even know.
Cornell, if you listen to this, hey, get 2K at Evo, bro. I would love to see a little hard type tournament. Well,
they do I know CEO, they do the wrestling thing. They always have like the ring, and they have the whole they do like a whole like,
the wrestling gimmick,
yeah. So I don't know. I missed it. I used to watch Evo every year.
Evo's on this week.
Is it actual Evo? Is it
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's Evo.
I'm tapping. All right, that's all I need to hear.
I'm gonna tap in the best I can. Because I'm just gonna tap in the best I can. I don't know what I really want to tune in for. I kind of seen everything already.
Did they announce the games yet?
Standard shit. Guilty Gear, Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. I think Skull. I think no. I think that might have came out. No, I don't think so.
They'll probably do DNF Duel.
They'll probably do it as like a side game or some shit, but I don't think that's like
that's the biggest fighting game out, ain't it?
No.
Currently, what's bigger than that?
Nigga, literally everything else. Blaze Blue, Blaze Blue, fucking Guilty Gear.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it right now.
DNF Duel is not making an impact that you think it is.
Okay, maybe I was bugging. Okay, so I see Grand Blue, Guilty Gear.
Hey, if Grand Blue made it and DNF Duel couldn't.
Yo, there's people still play Skullgirls?
I don't know what. Yo, the Illuminati stepped in for Skullgirls because that game is dumb.
Still play that game?
I like Skullgirls a lot, but for that shit to be at Evo, what the fuck are y'all doing?
I see Melty Blood. I don't even know what the hell that is. Dragon Ball Fighter, Street Fighter, obviously, King of Fighters. Okay, I was wrong about DNX Duel. Say that much. Tekken, Multiverses. Okay, that's interesting.
This is fan voted.
Multiverses
fan voted, bro. No, a lot of these games that are on there are like fan voted, bro.
Mortal Kombat on Saturday. Okay, let's see what
they need to throw Mortal Kombat in the trash, yo. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, Evil's on, and AEW is not going to be on there.
Guilty Gear closing it out. That's interesting. Okay, like on the Sunday. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay, over Street Fighter at Evo. Wow.
Street Fighter's in its final year, so
Still,
I think
it's
it's
still
cool.
Street Fighter at Evo.
Shit.
Even when Marvel was at its peak, it was still Street Fighter close at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Moving on. AEW expands their talent roster team. They are adding Madison Rae to coaching their women's division, and we've seen several people receive promotions. We get Tony Schiavone being promoted to senior advisor to talent, Pat Buck being the vice president of talent development, Sanjay Dutt being VIP vice president to production and creative coordination, and QT Marshall being vice president of show and creative coordination. First things first here, I would say, hey man, that's cool that the women's division is getting a coach. You ain't have a coach before? That's cool. They are throwing the vice president label just out willy-nilly, which is funny. Special advisor to talent for Tony Schiavone. That, to me, that just sounds like people like you.
Pretty much, probably.
People like you. Here's a salary or a raise for people liking you. Hey man, shout out to Tony Schiavone, bro, getting a come up for being likable. But a major question that I want to pose to you, not to be a dick, right? But Sanjay Dutt and QT Marshall are being promoted to creative coordination, right?
What does that mean?
I thought AEW didn't have a creative team. Everybody just come with their own shit.
Maybe they have to switch it up. I don't really know what that means. I don't even know what that means.
I thought AEW was, you send an email, you send a voice note to Tony Gunn. He goes, yeah. I thought there was hashtag no writers, no creative team.
I don't know what that means.
I
don't know what any of this means. These titles, they don't mean anything to me. This all sounds like reactionary to kind of the Gresham story that came out and previous stories before that. That's all that really feels like to me. I feel like nothing. I gotta believe it. You know what I mean? When I see it, when it comes to these kind of the organization of the hierarchy of like who's doing what back there, or is it still just the Tony Khan show and he's being stubborn and doesn't want to delegate anything to anybody else?
I feel like with a lot of these guys just being vice president of blah, that means Tony Khan is still like that guy. But it seems like they're actually forming a creative team without actually saying it. But I do think like some is reactionary to like the Jonathan Gresham thing, but I feel like the Madison Rae thing is like a response to WWE kind of how do I want to phrase this? WWE is killing these niggas with just having women present. That's fire. Yeah. But like WWE hasn't really done much with like a lot of the men or like the men taking over the show. Like WWE is moving with what AEW lacks. And that's gonna kick their ass.
Is the AEW moving with what? I mean, is it WWE moving with what AEW lacks, or AEW trying so hard to not be WWE?
Probably A and B. They could both be true.
Yeah.
Like, you can see that, there's a lot of, there's truly a negative reception on how AEW treats women, or like how they, how they book their women's division, or how like prominent featured they are. So just, you could satisfy those people with having your Bianca, Becky, Bailey, Dakota Kai, that whole thing that we saw on Raw. AEW ain't never did no shit like that. What they did on Raw.
Well, they've never had a storyline that progressed throughout the whole night. It's usually one segment and then that's it. So for any division.
Yeah. And so you kill them like that because, you know, you can satisfy that need that a lot of people aren't getting at AEW. So they come over you, and then AEW could be like, oh, fuck, they're killing us with the women shit. Like, you know, maybe we should like actually move forward with like, you know, trying to do stuff with our women's division, which I think is crazy that it took 3 years and for overarching storyline to just happen on Raw for you to actually move forward with this shit when they've been telling people, just wait on it. Just wait on it for, you know, 2 years straight now. The Pat Buck thing, vice president of talent development. If I don't see niggas develop, I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass, man. There's a face to the name. I know who I'm coming at now, bro. If Jay Cargill's not getting better in the next few months, Madison Ray and Pat Buck, I'm on your ass. If Dante Martin still ain't hitting his high fly shit, get well soon, I'm on your ass. Oh, who else sucks on the show?
I don't know. Britt.
Hey man, Britt Baker. If she ain't getting any better, Madison Ray, I'm on your ass. Wheeler Yuta, Pat Buck, I'm on your ass. But yeah, we'll see what happens with this going forward. Honestly, I think jokes aside and, you know, genuine confusion aside, I think this is a good step forward, depending on what the fuck creative coordination actually is.
Yeah, that's my thing. I don't even know what any of this shit means. This is all CEO corporate mumbo jumbo that don't really mean shit in the long run. We have to see it. You know, I have to see it in action.
Yeah. We'll just have to see, you know, where the next few months takes us in these new positions. But really, like, these just feel like, shit, y'all niggas need raises? And then a whole bunch of people got them. But now we're going to break into our, you know, our little Patreon segment before we go on to more in the trenches talk. We're going to talk about SummerSlam and then just overall review. And then we might tap into something else depending if Quan actually wants me to talk about it or not.
I don't. I want to.
You don't want to hear it?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay. So let's tap into SummerSlam 2022. We're going to try to blitz through these real quick. So we got the Warner Brother Discovery stuff that is happening right now, the whole little debacle with HBO Max and such. So I'm going to try to
talk about it. Yeah, you go on it. I'm
going to try to explain this the best I can and from what I'm understanding currently, and then we could just speculate and talk about it a little bit. So HBO Max, there's a possibility with it merging with Discovery Plus right now.
The fuck is Discovery Plus? What the hell is that?
I don't know what Discovery Plus is right now, but I also read that Discovery Warner is going to have a media call tomorrow, Thursday, and then we'll be seeing the future of a lot of these shows on Warner and like you know, shit moving forward. HBO have removed several Warner films from their from the streaming service, and a lot of things are getting like shuffled and mumbled in production. Batgirl. I
heard some shows got finished and they're still canceling it, which is crazy. That's wild. You know how hot I'd be if I slaving away on a show for a year and they said we finished it. And they're like, nah, we ain't playing it.
Fuck it. That's shit
crazy.
Never gonna see the light of day.
That's
fucking
insane.
Nuts. It just seems like, you know, they're not really interested in scripted television because like maybe it just it costs a lot.
Too much. Yeah, it costs
too much.
And
what is it? Discovery just fucking in debt for purchasing Warner, which I was just like, if you ain't got the money, why the fuck did you buy it?
This is my thing. Before you go any further, who over at Discovery thinks Discovery is a bigger name than HBO? You know what I mean? If they're gonna merge it, why would you merge HBO and Discovery? Why don't you just merge Discovery into HBO Max. Wouldn't that make more sense?
Discovery Plus definitely should just merge with
that's what I'm saying.
With HBO. But I just think that like what is it? Discovery Plus has like do they have? I don't know what's on Discovery Plus.
Okay,
like,
I'm on the Discovery Plus website right now. It has HGTV content, Food Network.
Come on,
content.
That's not gonna be. They're not throwing that on HBO Max. My mom love that shit.
Food Network content, TLC content, so probably like 90 Day Fiance and all that shit. ID, where we get to learn about serial killers and stuff. Animal Planet, OWN, which was that's Oprah's network, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Oprah. Discovery, obviously, Discovery Originals, A&E. So I wanted to put all the WWE fucking things on there. They put the WWE biographies before AEW. Lifetime, History Channel, Travel Channel, Science Channel, The Dodo, and more.
Yeah. I don't know how the fuck HBO Max is like. Obviously, HBO Max will probably get like their own tab or some shit. But yeah, whatever. Hey man, I'll tell you right now. I'm not gonna weep for HBO Max if it gets put into to Discovery Plus. Because if Discovery Plus got a better video player than HBO Max, I ain't complaining about shit.
I ain't complaining about that either. You're true. All I'm saying,
if I could rewind 15 seconds without the whole app crashing. Hey man, bye. See ya, bitch.
Let me just finish my Degrassi rewatch before if y'all gonna take that shit off or whatever. I don't even know what's gonna be on there, but let me finish Degrassi. I saw they take Close Enough off. I love Close Enough. Have you watched that? That was great.
I was trying. What is it? I think last weekend I was trying to watch Uncut Gemstones, and I accidentally hit rewind on the on the PS4 controller, so it went back 15 seconds. And then the app crashed. I said, yeah.
It crashed?
Get him out of here. I don't like watching HBO Max on my I can't watch it on the TV. It works great on the phone, but like PS5 it just shits the bed.
My number, I don't have any problem with my PS5.
I have a shit ton of problems with my shit.
I don't
know. But yeah. And then obviously this is a wrestling podcast and we have to ask the questions. What does this mean for AEW? This could mean two things. All of this could be mute by the time this episode goes up for the public and on Patreon. So Warner or Discovery can possibly just outright cancel it. That would be my hope. But what is it? TNT being the aim for TNT to be more sports oriented and sports focused. AEW does toe a line with like sport, professional wrestling being a sport, quote unquote. So it might skirt by on that. I can see Warner or Discovery, like AEW viewership. What is it? The 800, 900. That is actually nothing to sneeze at. But I think we just make jokes of it because people act like, oh, they're dominating television.
Yeah, and realistically, 900K is pretty decent for a show that's been on for 3 years or whatever. But I just think because Tony Khan talks so much shit.
Mm-hmm. And then what is it? Jericho saying that they're going to take over Raw numbers.
Now, did you see the Raw number this week? 2.4. I said 2.4. I saw a 2. First of all, 2 million by itself for Raw is impressive these days. 2.4. All right, go ahead then.
The shit's back. You feel me? Powered.
I don't think you're gonna sustain that number, but yeah, for now it's back.
Oh, no. So AEW cheap content, a lot of viewership. But what I've heard through the grapevine and other sources that know more about this subject than I would possibly ever would, is that Warner is paying for a lot of these guys. Tony Khan and Warner are paying for a lot of these guys' contracts. Mm-hmm. And with the crazy spending that AEW has been doing for a lot of the talent and talent salaries, like Danielson, Punk, people with extensions, or like, ex-WWE guys that are coming in, possibly making a lot more than a whole bunch of people that are coming in. Could be bad. Like, budget cuts might be crazy. So we might be seeing that stuff like that. Also, like the ROH purchase is fucking nuts, but I think that was more of like out of pocket for Tony Khan.
Yeah, I think that was his money.
But like, if he can't pay for niggas, shit's gonna get bloody.
Well, clearly he can't pay for people because MGF is still sitting at home to this day. So
yeah,
I don't know.
And that boy, and then Gresham said, "I don't want to be here anymore." As Tony Khan said, "Thank God," and then fucking clipped his ass. But yeah, so it's either like they might actually like find it beneficial to have AEW because it's like cheap, high viewership. It's kind of scripted, not scripted, so I might skirt by on that. I'm just like AEW, like for people that left to AEW for job security, I think he should be very worried. Possibly. Or like they should be very worried. Like what is it, Kyle O'Reilly, who felt like he wanted to go to AEW because like, he didn't feel like his job was safe. He has a newborn child and stuff like that. Like I would still be worried in this current state with, Discovery just cutting shit like crazy.
Maybe not worried, maybe a little concerned.
I mean, same fucking word.
A little concerned.
And I would for sure be concerned if I was like on AEW roster and I'm seeing like a whole bunch of like excuse me, a lot of big shows, just getting cut. Like they cut in movies, yo.
I know, just crazy.
Big budget movies, yo. They cutting them shits crazy. But yeah, that's about it. And then we already mentioned it a little bit on the other portion, but get well soon, Dante Martin, I guess.
Wow. Jeez.
Oh.
They said he walked out on crutches. So,
after his match with Sammy Guevara?
Correct.
You know what the injury is?
I don't know.
Is he injured or he just left on crutches?
I don't know. There hasn't been any update besides that. I just wanted to put it in there.
He's fine. He's fine.
He's young.
I read that his brother got hurt in a car crash, and that actually upset me a lot. Because he just got back and then instantly gets into a car crash. Like, that fucking sucks.
That's really bad luck.
That's extremely bad luck. But let's get into these main shows now. That was a hefty in the trenches. We don't get that a lot.
Deep in the trenches.
Yeah, we don't get that a lot. There's a bloodbath out there on Warner Discovery, bro. So, had to get the field report on that. But let's get into AEW.
Cowboy! Hangman's in the house! Hangman Adam Page with the pipe in hand, running off the Undisputed Elite. We've seen the Bucks trying to mend fences with Hangman Adam Page.
I'll tell you what, Hangman Page just saved, big time saved the Bucks there.
You damn right he did. Those little termites need to take a powder, get out of here. What is wrong with them? And Hangman, is this the reunion fans have been clamoring for? Whoa, man, look at the stare down here. This is quite a moment. The hand offered and accepted. Tony, can we say it? Are the Elite back?
That may be premature, but it certainly seems that way. Here tonight.
Definitely seems that way, Tony. Sorry, but you're right. It definitely seems that way, but who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it is, though.
All right, man. AEW. The I Give Up episode. You got it, H.
You thought it was I Give Up? That's how you felt?
It was damn, I didn't think I was gonna go hard like that.
Maybe one of those.
We already had shit lined up. Goddamn. by that introduction, you already know I'm not really too high on this episode. This episode did not manage to get me to look at the TV. I was knee deep on TikTok.
You know what's interesting? I was not interested going into it, but actually by the end of it, I wasn't like bored by the second hour. Usually I am. This episode, I was kind of okay. I was like, this is cool. I don't think it was a bad episode. I thought the matches were fine. It's a standard AEW episode. I didn't think it was anything crazy. I don't think there was anything that stood out. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna remember this episode in a month. It was just a regular kind of just episode.
I'm not remembering this episode after we stopped recording. I'm telling you right now. But no, man, this episode is just not that, man. Let's get into it. Just get shit out the way. Motherfucking, we get Orange Cassidy versus Jay Lethal. I would say when Jay Lethal kept going for the lethal injection, I was just like,
I've always hated
I'm out. I was just like, I'm done. This motherfucker looks stupid as hell going back to the ropes, doing that fucking like springboard shit back, like doing that shit back to back does not look good. And then what is it? I think he missed like the tope to the outside, like Orange Cassidy just like dodged it or something, and Jay Lethal just spills to the floor. I was just like, all right, man, I'm done. See you later, bruh.
All right. With that Jay Lethal talk, I'm with you. I do think I'm kind of turning around on Orange Cassidy. I think he's starting to figure out the line between the goofy shit with the wrestling. Before I thought he was almost a little too goofy, but I think he's starting to figure it out a little bit better. I like that.
I always felt like he did have a good grasp on that. Like he knows when to turn up and when to be, comedy, yada, yada, right? But the character doesn't reflect that. You get what I'm saying?
I'm not really sure where Orange Cassidy's at as a character at this point. It's kind of still the same nigga.
Like we seen Orange Cassidy like turn up with Pac. We seen him, turn up in that match that he had
with Ospreay.
Yeah, like we know that Orange Cassidy can go. He can, start moving fast, or he can get more fiery. He can get upset, yada yada, like express emotion, da da da. And then it all goes mute as soon as the match is over. Like these character developments that you get in these matches aren't like the bar goes back to zero the next week or the next time you see him. Like that is the only reason why I'm just like, yeah, that's cool that he can like knows when to turn it on, but like he's not adding that to the character.
I got you. So, yeah, like I said, the same thing. He's been the same dude since he got there.
Yeah,
not much.
And I'm sure like that works for people, and that's all great. But like, I don't think I don't think the Orange Cassidy appeal or like, fan favor, him being a fan favorite is just gonna disappear because he talks more, or he is more serious, does a promo.
Yeah.
So I just feel like right now they're just playing the same kind of old tune for him. Like I know Orange Cassidy is like really great, but like in this current iteration of his character, he's not going to grow. He's always going to be the guy in this position. He might be a TNT champion someday, but he's not good. If he gets the TNT championship, it's going to be in this current like iteration of this character.
Yeah, probably.
And that he's not going to grow with that. And we're going to talk about we're going to talk about somebody else that's not growing with the title when we get to NXT. But Jay Lethal wins, beats up on Cassidy a little bit, and then Wardlow comes out, and they played some fucking replay of some shit that happened. I think it was like on Rampage or something. I don't know what that shit. And then we're going to get Wardlow versus Jay Lethal at Battle of the Belts this Saturday. You tapped in?
I mean, I got only because I have a spreadsheet to maintain at this point. That's the only reason I watch Rampage as well. So
That
yeah,
shit
I'll
too-
watch
that
it.
shit taking
I'm not watching it live. I'll tell you that much. I'll catch it when I catch it. Maybe Sunday I ain't doing shit. But I guess I'll watch. Yeah, the first two Battle of the Belts did nothing for me. If you asked me anything that happened on those shows, I couldn't tell you. So I don't really expect much from Battle of the Belts 3.
I don't think they put much effort into these Battle of the Belt shows. And Tony Khan, known for, I'm not announcing shit on this show. But Wednesday at noon, yeah, I'm about to unload the card on you. And it's just like, well, you can't expect me to care that much. So it is what it is. Next, we get Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter defeating ThunderStorm in an oddly really good tag match.
I'm not surprised it was a good tag. I think there's some fine workers. At least I think
it's just that we haven't seen
Tony and Jamie.
I just haven't seen Britt and Jamie work for quite a minute. So I thought they might be rusty or some shit. But they came out with the heat.
Well, they worked on Rampage. They had a tag match on Rampage maybe 2 weeks ago.
Come on now.
I know, man. I know.
You know the deal, man.
But this match was actually, it got time. It was pretty good. Also, in the first hour, we finally got a women's match in the first hour. That might be a first. Now we can get 2 women's matches on the show, then we're really cooking. If we can get that.
Shit, if we get 2 women's segments, fucking JD even sniffed this show, yo.
Jade wasn't even mentioned, bro. They had nothing for her. They had nothing. I guess they got the Athena thing, but we don't even know. I mean, that's a Rampage feud. That is a Rampage feud for sure.
Motherfucker, Athena, Statlander, Athena, Jade, the baddies, Ruby. None of that. All you got was Anna Jay and yeah, you ain't getting no Nyla Rose.
Hikaru Shida. I can't believe
Shida.
They gotta free my girl, man. Enough is enough. What are they doing with Hikaru Shida? Yuka Sakazaki, who's somehow on the game roster, which blows my mind. How'd she make the game roster?
Shit, Abaddon made the game roster, and you haven't seen her since fucking last Halloween.
Abaddon made the game roster?
Yeah, she's in the screenshot.
Wow. Oh shit. Okay. Good for Abaddon. Shit.
You know damn well she was just like, please put me in the game. Sign up that contract ASAP. You feel me? Get paid.
Go ahead, Abaddon. She lost some weight. She lost on her Instagram. I said, okay, go ahead, girl.
Go off, I guess. Yeah, the match was cool. It was great. I don't know where this leads to. I don't know when they actually plan on firing off Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. If it's at All Out, yeesh.
They are doing Thunder Rosa versus. They're doing Thunder Rosa, Jamie Hayter at Battle of the Belts, by the way, too.
No, that's fine. I'll see the consensus on that. I'll see what Novak says on that. If he even does it. But next we have a segment. Adam Cole speaks. We get Undisputed Elite dissolving with Adam Cole turning his back on the Young Bucks. Hangman Page makes the save for the Young Bucks and they rekindle their friendship. Now, I think you know what this means. I think we all knows what this means, and I hate how much it implicates off this one segment alone. So, one, we got Kenny Omega ain't coming back.
Yeah, Kenny's not coming. I was just gonna say Kenny is not ready to go.
Kenny is not coming back. So you get that with the Hangman Page thing. For whatever this trios tournament is going to be, you're guaranteed going to get Young Bucks Hangman versus Undisputed Elite in the finals of that. Because there ain't no fucking way they're doing that match first round or second round. Especially if this is the big feud that they skirted off doing Bucks and FTR for. And that's your third thing. You got the Bucks turning face because they said, fuck that. We ain't doing the job to FTR. They ducking FTR again, bro.
It seems like they're ducking FTR at this point. It has to be. I don't know.
Them niggas said we got to turn face. We have to turn face.
You know,
That
it's
is
so funny.
crazy.
Did you listen to Logan Paul's Triple H interview?
Just a little bit.
When at one point Triple H was talking about how like him and Rock having that WrestleMania main event at 2000 should have happened and it didn't happen. I wonder if we just never get that FTR Young Bucks match again. Like it just never happens again. Like one of FTR leaves or something. I don't know. I'm just damn. I wonder if FTR does leave. Like if they want to go back now that it's a new regime.
No, because you remember what is it? Shawn Michaels made fun of him.
What did Shawn Michaels say?
What is it? He was talking to Shawn Michaels about some personal shit, and then Shawn Michaels brought it up in the promo on the Raw 25. So the beef kind of runs deep.
Oh shit. Okay.
But I mean,
you never know.
FTR is a fantastic team. I just hate, I just think they're so fucking lame how they want to be an old school team. I think that's lame. And then Tony Khan
which works because after when they were heels, that works that they wanted to be the old school team. And if you thought that was lame, I thought that was the point.
Yeah. Now it's just, we're kind of like old school because we hate how everybody else works and nobody is good as us, but they're saying that as faces. And then they're just winning a lot of, Fisher Price belts, bro. Like a lot of the belts that they have just don't fucking matter, yo. Like I would say the ROH joint is probably like the most prestigious one. Yeah. But when was the last time we gave a shit about those belts? And I still don't care. You're rocking belts of a half-dead promotion, bro. Yeah. That's not fly to me. So I don't know. I just feel like FTR is like it's not really working well for them. And then the Bucks not wanting to do the job to them is fucking nuts.
It's telling, very telling.
Yeah, very telling. And then we don't even get Swerve and Keith Lee on this shit. I thought there was big stars, bro. Shade Room.
They had a promo. They had a little video promo.
That's it. That's all. Hey man. If Hobbs and Ricky was on this shit and they weren't, and they the tag champs, we'll see what happens. They'll probably be on Rampage or some shit. But yeah, man, that segment with the Undisputed Elite, it just kind of it just infers so much things, and whatever tournament that they're going to have, you see the finals already. It's like there's absolutely, I feel like there is no way that it's not going to be that. And if it is, why?
It's the biggest matchup.
Yeah, like it's the biggest matchup you have, and then you're going to run it first round, second round?
No, yeah, exactly. It had to be the main event.
Who the fuck are you fooling? So like it is what it is. Moving on, we get a dumpster match from the Acclaim and the Gun Club.
Correct.
When I say my eyes were merging with my phone, I got the fucking eye. I got the Google Eye, nigga. Shit is crazy.
All right, I'll be honest with you. I actually liked this match. I did enjoy this match. I enjoyed the whole segment. It was a callback to, obviously, I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with the New Age Outlaws and Cactus Jack and Terry Funk in '97, which is my favorite year in WWF. If you don't know, like the whole feud with their dumpster match was that New Age Outlaws like threw them in Terry Funk and Cactus Jack into a dumpster and then pushed it off the Raw set. Mm-hmm. But like when they did it on Raw, like literally it was the whole storyline. Like the first 40 minutes of the show was dedicated to that shit. Like it opened Raw with that, and then like when they came back for commercial break, like half the roster was out like all concerned for Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, and they made this whole big thing about it. And then on AEW they do the same spot where they push the dudes off the damn thing and literally go right to the next segment. Like no one cared that a damn dumpster got thrown off the. It was very funny, but yeah, there was some callbacks to that to their dumpster match. I thought it was funny that because obviously it's Billy Gunn's kids who he was obviously involved in the original dumpster match feud. Also, what's his name? Max Caster could not fucking wait to get that Vince McMahon bar line. He was foaming at the mouth to get that fucking bar. He could not wait. He said, "I'm getting that shit off no matter what." You know, I gotta respect it. The king of controversy, I guess. I don't know, but the match was honestly this was the best match from both teams that I've seen. I thought this was their best work. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I guess at this point, the Acclaimed they're a face team, so they're getting over. As much as we don't really care about them, they are getting over. So I can see them. I can see Acclaimed FTR at some point soon. I don't even know how that goes. That's gonna be interesting. Wow, I'm not even sure how that would even go. Yeah, that's what I got on that match. Fun little match.
I just read this Fightful tweet where Orange Cassidy said, "I think I'm the only person who has 16 breakout matches. People forget about me."
So I'm slept on.
Nigga, you're not having breakout matches if nobody remembers, bro. Oh my god, it's fucking crazy, bro. But moving on, I'm sorry, I just couldn't really care much about the Acclaim and Gun Club. You know me. If it's not purposeful or there's not like an overarching story going on, like if this is not going to lead into something bigger,
there was a story for it.
Well, there was a story, but but it's just if neither of these teams are going to be going for those tag titles, then what was the point of it? I would love to rate this in real time, but I can't care about the Gun Club and the Acclaim. I just can't. But I think if FTR is not going to get their match against Lee and Swerve, throw the Acclaim in there and let them have their little stupid rap battle feud.
Oh God, they're gonna do that. They're definitely gonna do that.
Of course.
Oh no, it's gonna be terrible. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be fucking terrible. Oh, that gave me a headache. All right, can we go on?
But the scissors, bro, the scissors.
Yeah,
we lit the scissor shit. I don't know. You see, that's why I can't, because this is some of the shit that we have to look forward to.
I forgot Swerve and Keith Lee were the fucking tag team. I still think FTR is the tag champions. I know it completely slipped my mind that they're the tag champions now. Oh my God, that's gonna be fucking trash. Ugh.
You see, this is the type of shit that we have to look forward to. That's why I don't really care about some of the matches that they be having on these shows. Next, we got our main event. Chris Jericho versus Wheeler Yuta.
This match went how I thought it would go.
Nigga, if you struggling with Wheeler Yuta, bro, Moxie about to eat your ass, man. That nigga will fucking chew you up, nigga.
They gave Wheeler Yuta the straight up fighting spirit gimmick, straight up plus ultra fucking Johnny Gargano 2018 New York takeover. Last week he kicked out of 2 pile drivers back to back. This week he kicked out of a midair code breaker. This dude is he's awesome, real super duper fighting spirit shit. This match was fine. I like the finish with the Lion Tamer, to bring out the old Chris Jericho back to Lionheart. Besides that, the match was pretty standard. I thought Jericho was off in some spots, but that's been Jericho for the last 2 years. Match was fine. Fine TV main event. There's nothing really to complain about. I thought it was just a fine match, and I think Wheeler Yuta got some offense in. Maybe too much, some could say, but fine match. It was fine, decent regular match for a main event.
It was cool. They give Wheeler Yuta so much burn. It's fucking crazy, but it is what it is. Jericho wins, of course, and Jericho just goes, Moxley, you want Lionheart? Well, you're gonna get him. And just the same with Edge. They just say what era they are in and think that they are that. There is absolutely no way in fucking hell Jericho's gonna turn back the clock and be the motherfucker that was in the ECW arena. Like, there's just ain't no way that's fucking happening. There is no way he's gonna turn back the turn back the clock and be the the Japan guy.
We saw him versus Juventud. We saw how that went. You know what I mean?
Come on, guys. Like, and we're I guess we'll talk about it now. It was in the quick hits, but like, you can't just say shit, you know, and then just be like, I am blah. Like I just feel like, you know, these nicknames are just so they can put on shirts. Yeah, that's it. Like with with Garcia just being like, I'm the Dragonslayer now. That sounds good on a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's the branding thing. I get it.
What is it when people were just calling AEW a t-shirt company because they couldn't get a TV deal yet? Like it's just shit that they just say, you know. Jericho just being because like we had a feud not too long ago where somebody else was just like, Jericho, I don't want that bullshit that you're doing like now, whatever. I want this Jericho. I think it might have been Eddie Kingston or some shit or some.
Someone want the Painmaker.
Yeah, he was just like, I'm gonna be the Painmaker now. Now I'm gonna go back and be the list Jericho now. Like, it's just you can't just say I'm about to appear in this era and then just do that, you know. Obviously I'm nitpicking, but it's just like, you can't just, words mean something. Where's the action behind it, bro? But Garcia also mentions that DB when he comes back from injury, and I said, this nigga injured, bro? If he's not injured, why would you have him say that? If he is injured,
that was weird. Did he get injured again?
Yeah, and if he is injured, why the fuck isn't anybody talking about that? But we got to hear about Daniel Bryan talking about flaccid penises, yo. Like, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. Hey, journalism is a joke.
maybe they found out when we found out.
Bryan Danielson getting his head rocked, getting wobbly headed and shit, trying to sell that for the match, and he's actually hurt. And then all I hear about Danielson in the past week is that he talks about flaccid penises in the locker room. What the fuck going on, man?
I don't know.
Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti, they're getting married. I think they might be on their honeymoon right now, poorly timed. But Eddie Kingston wants his match all out. What a fall. Oh, what a fall. This nigga went from Jericho, now he going to Sammy Guevara.
Yeah.
Shit sad, yo. What else? There's something I forgot that's not on here. Mama mentioned now that I remembered. Kip Sabian and Pac are gonna be feuding. Where? Don't worry about that.
Across the pond, mate.
Yeah. Don't get.
I'm happy they're finally acknowledging Kip Sabian's existence on
this
the show.
This is the first time Quan has been saying that he's been in the crowd with this cardboard box over his stupid ass head
for at least a year. At least a year.
And I have never seen it until they put the actual until he bought front row tickets to a show with only 16 people. So that's cool.
Okay. Little digs.
You know, I just like to be a shithead. But yeah, they're gonna be doing that. Am I care about the match? Absolutely not. That title don't mean nothing, bro. Next we got Hobbs having a squash match with the Jobber, and then Ricky Starks coming out also getting squash, and then Taz just randomly announced that Team Taz is dead.
Nice.
He just throws that out there. He's just like, Team Taz is cooked.
Hey, you know what I mean? It had a run. He said Taz like, I'm not involved in this no shit no more. Y'all bullshit.
Team Taz as a group has one good match. Rest in piss, nigga. Shit sucks.
I was gonna ask you what's your favorite Team Taz moment.
what is it? The match with Sting and Darby that they had in that warehouse. That is it. That was 2 years ago. Y'all ain't done shit since.
Well, I mean,
y'all been wasting Ricky Stark's time, bro. Shit crazy. Fuck Hook. He's not even on the show. Yeah, I think if Team Taz was gonna die, they should have probably get rid of that title as well. Because that team is the only affiliated with the title.
I mean, it's Taz. What do you mean? It's the FTW title.
That shit is affiliated with Team Taz.
No, it's affiliated with Taz, not Team Taz. It's just Taz's belt.
Yeah, get rid of that shit, bro. Next, we get randomly an in-ring promo from Ethan Page just saying, "Why don't you guys care about me?" And then Stokely Hathaway is just standing there. And then Ethan Page sees him, and then we just supposed to believe that's Stokely snuck inside. He didn't see him.
Well, he was so enraged and impassioned, he didn't look to the side to see that Stokely Hathaway was there.
I feel like this shit was supposed to be hard cam only, and then we were supposed to cut to Stokely just being there or some shit. But the reason we don't care about Ethan Page is because you've been a heel the whole fucking time.
Or heel, not even a heel. You weren't wrestling on TV for damn. I can tell you. I think he probably had. Look right now.
It is very self-explanatory why nobody gave a fuck about Ethan Page.
He's had 6 TV matches this year, and he's 1 in 5 in those TV matches. Why the fuck would I care about what Ethan Page is doing? But
yeah,
with that being said, let's see if they start doing something. He also had a promo similar to this on Rampage last week as well. So I think this is kind of their thing. We're like, okay, we want to get Ethan Page on TV now after Scorpio's guy gets hurt. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really we should probably be worried about Scorpio Sky and the rest of top team. But
I think top team dead. I think that's over for. I don't think that exists anymore.
But they signed Paige Van Zandt.
They really did. We ain't seen her since. We really haven't seen her since that match, huh?
OnlyFans legend. What the hell going on?
That is true.
This shit is crazy. Wait, money in the kennel. Yeah, I don't care about Ethan Page. And then we have Stokely here. It seems like they're getting Stokely away from Jade.
Which is the right move.
And then should have been with Jade in the first place. And then no Jade feud on the show at all. We get Christian versus Matt Hardy. Boy. Yeah, man. Is this match akin to what you saw in 2001?
No. I can't say it is. I can't say this is the match I saw when in 7th grade or whatever grade I was in.
So yeah. I have nothing positive to say about this. This match went on for way too long. And then obviously, to nobody's surprise, Christian beats Matt Hardy. He's going to go for the concerto. And Luchasaurus music plays, and Jungle Boy is supposed to sneak from behind, but Christian turns around way too quickly and catches Jungle Boy in the act of trying to get in the ring.
He saw the jig. He knew what it was. That's that veteran savvy.
How do you fail? No, failing to sneak up on the nigga is crazy. I ain't never seen that shit in wrestling. But nah. Jungle Boy is wearing a Christian is a pussy shirt, and the camera is trying so hard to not capture it. I'm just like, but he said pussy. We be saying pussy and shit on this show, but I can't have a shirt that says it. Come on, man. What is this shit? And next, I thought we were supposed to be getting Brody King and Darby Allin coffin match today.
No, they can go for quick. Was that for Quick in the Lake?
Oh, it was always for Quick in the Lake? Sorry, I thought it was supposed to happen this week.
I might have known. I don't know. I never know.
But why these niggas getting tattoos of a match that they both could possibly lose?
That rock star lifestyle, baby. You wouldn't understand it.
These motherfuckers, these boys.
It's not for you to understand. All right.
You get it. Is Rockstar shit getting matching tats with your op?
Yeah. They're different cats over there. You feel me?
He got the tattoo on his palm, bro. Come on, man. Them boys got friendship tats, and they want me to think this feud serious. That they got real beef. This shit crazy, bro. But whatever that match happens, it happens. That is it for AEW. Let's get into NXT 2.0.
Welcome back to NXT, leaping straight off the pages of a comic book or textbook, Axiom. Congratulations on your in-ring debut.
Thank you, Mackenzie. I'm very excited to be here. And timing couldn't have been more perfect to arrive in NXT.
You don't belong here. You know, there's a lot of changes happening in NXT. That's why I'm always ready. Because now it's anyone's ball game. Not yours, obviously. I mean, you're undersized, undeserving. Me, on the other hand, 6'5", 270 pounds. 265, I'm cutting at the moment. Feeling pretty good. But if we look at you and we look at me, it's night and day, kid.
I am not afraid of you.
Good for you. You're a nerd. Oh! I need to get some sort of order.
Just saw something funny. NXT 2.0, man. This first hour commercial free. Hey, when Raw was commercial,
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, the first hour was commercial free. Yo, when Raw was commercial free, yo, I was just like, give me a break, bro, please. Y'all going too hard. Y'all going too hard. I had to play the food that was finished, and I was just like, dog, I just need this commercial so I can put this bitch away, bro.
Yeah, bro. I need some time to breathe.
Yeah. Yeah. So the NXT Tag Team Elimination Fatal 4-Way title match. I feel like I'm saying that order wrong, but that's the match. We got KC Squared, Toxic Attraction, Leona, and Faraz.
What did you just say? Leona and Faraz? You at least said Leona and Valentina Faraz, man. We gotta get these names right. You said Leona.
I got it right. Is it okay? What is
Leon.
it?
It's
Leon Faraz. Hey man, that is the closest I've gotten from
Ulisa Leon. They're not both Brazilian.
Exactly. So I think I'm improving slowly but surely. We're gonna get this together. Just get a fucking name already. And then we got Ivy Niles, Tatum Paxley. This match was hard. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It
was a fun match. A little messy spots. Spots.
Yeah.
Very messy.
That was very expected, but I think Leon and Faraz, they went hard. I love these two.
They go hard in every match.
They go hard in every match they in, bro. They go hard at every match they in.
Yeah. I think once they figured out, I think those two could be special. Especially if we build a new emphasis on the women's tag division, you know, based off of rumors going forward. Yeah, I can see a future for them. I thought, as much as I love Tatum Paxley, I thought she seemed a little off, especially at the beginning of the match. At one point, she straight just whipped the fucking palm strike. Like she just didn't even hit. Yeah,
she didn't hit it. It was Gigi.
It was Gigi.
That camera cut couldn't save it. It was a drop kick.
No, she did like a palm strike. Oh, am I thinking something else? Somebody missed a palm strike. I remember. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was on Raw.
I don't know who it was, but I remember Tatum Paxley just whiffing the fuck out of a drop kick to Gigi, and then she just the camera didn't cut fast enough.
I'm sorry. EO on Raw whipped this palm strike. She missed the shit out of that palm strike on Bianca.
Bianca tall.
But yeah, Tatum was a little off in spots.
That's fine. This is an environment she has never been in.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I mean, that's my nitpick toward the match. I would say that. But in the end, the right team won. We were well past dude. Casey and Kaden getting them tag titles. Like if they didn't win it this time, like what are we doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I would have been like,
what's going on?
Poor decisions are being made. But yeah, I thought the match was fine. Finally glad that they had it or they won it. We'll see what goes on with them moving forward. Next, we got Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams having a promo. Just another open challenge because there is no story with these guys, really. And then Giovanni Vinci comes out. That boy hit the pose. Nathan Fraizer
in the background. That I genuinely laughed at that. I think that was pretty funny. I was hyped for Giovanni versus Carmelo. I was actually about to go crazy. And then I saw Nathan Fraizer in the screenshot. I said, you know what? That's fine. I'm cool with that too.
I was just like, damn, y'all niggas about to run a fatal 4-way. What the fuck? I was just like, hey man, my universe, the save is loaded in.
Ooh, you know what? That might be it. What if they do that? What if it's like a 4-way between like
that Heat Wave?
Yeah, Heat Wave. If it's like Carmelo versus Nathan versus Vinci versus, I don't know who the fourth person would be. Maybe triple threat.
Oh no, fatal 4 nah. It don't need to be a fatal. It don't need to be a fatal 4. If it is a fatal 4, then you would add Wes Lee.
That's true. Oh yeah, because he got beef with him too. Well, he got beef with Trick, but you know, same thing.
Yeah, it'll trickle down. I thought the match was fine. With Carmelo Hayes, you know, he's not gonna have a bad match. Just kind of the same complaints or criticisms that I have about Orange Cassidy currently is that, like, you know, he's going to have a great match or like he's going to have a fine match, a serviceable match, you know, anything that is not terrible. But he's just not growing as a character. Carmelo Hayes, when he lost that title, we were just like, you know, this might actually be good for him. And then he got the title back and then he's the A champ again. Melo don't miss. Except hoes are present more.
There's a hose present. This is true.
That's it. That is the only thing that has been changing about these guys.
I saw a lot of people clamoring for Carmelo to get called up at SummerSlam. I'm like, I don't think he's ready, bro. I don't think he's ready for that.
Let's realistically put this together. Okay, so he shows up against Seth. Seth beats his ass. Now what?
I don't know.
You put him with MVP. MVP who's with a giant right now. He's with the biggest nigga on Raw right now. Like, you know, stature-wise. What the fuck are you gonna be doing with 2 short niggas?
I don't know. I don't think there's not a spot for him right now. I don't think we need to rush him on the main roster.
This Melo don't miss shit. That shit is not going it's just not going to really come together, bro. Especially if you missing. Seth would have whooped the fuck out that boy. What is he without the title right now? What title is available for him right now? He has the mid-card title in NXT right now. He is not touching any fucking world championship. There's no cruiserweight title. You are not seeing Gunther, bro. Lashley? Are you serious? Melo versus Lashley, bro?
I mean, shit, I don't know.
That shit gonna look crazy, bro. That shit gonna look like the defeating Adam Cole Brock screenshot. That shit gonna look crazy, bro. I don't think he's ready. I definitely feel like Carmelo Hayes definitely needs to grow as a character before he like moves forward. Like this Melo don't miss shit is really running stale. I feel like Trick Williams right now is growing a little bit more as a character, you know, he's just doing a lot more than I feel like than what Carmelo's doing right now. It's running a little stale for me. If we were to do grades right now, which I don't know when we'll do that, probably for the actual next takeover. Is Heat Wave technically a takeover or just like a special show?
It's a special. No,
okay. Special. If we had to do grades for him next week, this guy's getting a C. He's not growing, yo. Like he's definitely plateaued this semester. I'm not rocking with it. Nathan Fraizer, good stuff. I didn't think he was going to really win the title here. And then Giovanni comes in, put the beats on him.
He spilled his water, bro.
beat his ass. So it is what it is. Speaking of another character, I don't feel that is growing currently. We got Bron Breakker having a segment with JD McDonough. Yo, these segments, these don't work for me. McDonough doing his long-winded promo shit and Bron Breakker just being like, well, I'm gonna kick your ass. And then that's it. Like, that's all he has to say. Like, I'm not here for the talk. And then you put him with the biggest talk. Like, this nigga that's talking way too fucking much is not working for me.
I tuned this whole promo. The only thing I even remember is him cutting his hand with the pen. Yeah, it sounded in blood. Very edgy. I
was just like, whatever, guy.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm also with you on the Bron situation. I don't know why they can't seem to really book him anything interesting. I feel like the last 3 feuds he's had, I haven't really cared. The matches have been fine, but I just don't really I haven't really been interested in what the things he's been in. It's just, I don't know, man.
The Joe Gacy shit, yo, you couldn't have me tune this nigga out anymore.
I think that killed his momentum the most. I think the Joe Gacy feud really killed the momentum he had.
Like, I think that, yes, what is it? Breakker and McDonough are gonna have a great match, right?
Yeah, Devlin's amazing. He's a really good wrestler.
I thought we was past just good matches, yo. Like, this nigga not growing, yo. But when is that character work come in again?
I don't know where Bron character work is outside of being, Baby Steiner.
Like,
I'm not sure.
He looking like a mid Carter to me once he goes up. Like, I definitely think I don't know how.
He's not a mid card guy.
Oh, absolutely.
If you call it up today, maybe I don't know, but
yeah.
Time.
So sorry that we keep picking Lashley for for the next thing, but I don't know what it looks like with him standing in front of Lashley.
That's not fair though.
Yeah, Lashley's a genetic freak. I apologize already.
Lashley got decades in the game. You know what I mean? It's different. You can't compare those.
But who do you put him with? Gunther?
I mean, I don't know. You can put him anywhere.
I just don't know where you slot this guy if he had to be called up tomorrow, or all in all, I'm just not really interested in a lot of these men titles right now. Like, Carmelo Hayes is not really moving me. This feud is certainly not moving me. Sure, the match is going to be fine, serviceable. Even the Joe Gacy match was cool. The second Joe Gacy match was cool.
Yeah, not the first one.
This is nah. And whatever they got, JD, great wrestler. I'm not moved or really entertained by the long-winded talk, the American Psycho type shit he got going on right now. I don't think these are really great stuff that he's really putting on.
And they're probably gonna have more than one match too. That's the worst part. This feud ain't over at Heat Wave. I feel like it's probably not over at Heat Wave. It keeps going.
Most likely. He's for sure gonna cheat or something, or disqualify. I don't know. I'm not really invested or tapped into anything with the men currently, or the male titles currently. Next, we got a whole bunch of women's stuff. We got Mandy Rose offering Cora Jade a little deal, a little proposition. Cora Jade deals with Zoe Stark. Mandy Rose will deal with Roxanne, and I think that's a pretty decent deal. I feel like Cora Jade just won't get her end of the bargain done.
You think Cora Jade loses to Zoe?
To Zoe Stark? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Damn. So her first 2 outings as a heel. taking L's to
getting done
Zoe
up. Yeah.
by Zoe.
Yeah.
I hate to see it.
Hey man, the game's the game. And then we have Mandy having a fucking stinker of a match with Sarray. I thought this match I didn't really like it that much. I'll say that. I thought it was okay. You looking at the spreadsheet?
I'm looking at the spreadsheet, see what I gave it. Yeah, I gave it a standard TV match rating. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, nothing crazy. I
got a question for you. How do you feel about Sarray? Because the way my timeline talks about Sarray, they feel like she's being underutilized and like she should be in the title picture. I'm like, I think she's missing something. I'm not really sure what it is, but I don't think she's like champ material.
I like Sarray. Yeah, I like Sarray too, but it's the same reaction with every Asian female wrestler that comes over post Asuka.
Yeah,
if they're not getting booked like Asuka, is cooked. If they're not being booked like Kairi Sane, is cooked. And like all those women, yes, they all got the title at some point, but like, why not just wait? Did you like
develop?
Do you really think that Sarray was gonna win the match on a fucking Wednesday, on a Tuesday night on a regular ass NXT?
I didn't, but I mean, I don't know. I think people are just like, why isn't she being like pushed heavier? I'm like, I don't think she's figured it out yet.
I think for the in-ring portion is fine. Character portion, not so much, which is just like what I would have to say a lot about people on 2.0 right now. I feel like a lot of these gimmicks are running stale, and they possibly like need to be revamped a little bit. But I think Sarray's like fine right now. Like I think this transformation thing is cool. Let's get a little more though. I think the cheat code is Chase U.
I like
Chase U's the cheat code.
I like what Sarray's doing on NXT UK more than I like what she's doing on regular NXT.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That match,
because she's just going she just goes out there and beats ass. That's it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that, you know, every Asian wrestler, female wrestler that comes to NXT right now is just like, you either push them like Asuka or go to hell. And this is a different time in NXT. So honestly, and then like it's just not too late. Sarray's like crazy young.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they treat her like a like a prospect. They don't treat her like a main star yet on NXT, and that's fine. I think she has time. I'm gonna see how old she is.
That's fine. Probably like 25, 26. I'm usually
20.
Always wrong.
She's 26. You're right.
Okay, finally. But like, yeah, you know, she'll grow over time. Like you do not have to you don't have to rush this. Let some other people let Zoe Stark have it and whatever, let a Cora J take it or some shit. And then, you know, or, you know, it's not too late for Sarray to spin the block and break Mandy's face again.
Yeah.
It ain't too late. They be talking about Sarray like she on borrowed time. And that's what I hate. Like, it's going to be fine. Next, we got Diamond Mine defeating Tony Crew. We got Santos Escobar returning. That shirt was fresh as hell, dog.
Nice little pop. I like that shirt he had on too. He had a little fit on.
The pop was.
I need the ID on that shirt he had on.
The pop was crazy, and the camera work was dumb funny because you have like Santos right off screen, and then you just have the crowd going ape shit. It is just like, who are you fooling, bro? I know Santos right there. Quit playing with me, man. But no, I thought it was great stuff. I
enjoyed
the
this.
Creeds just just running intersecting in this little feud, just like cutting through them. And then now we'll see whatever happens between Elgato versus Tony's crew. They're outnumbered now.
Yeah.
So good luck. And then next for our main event, we got Solo Sikoa defeating Von Wagner in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
He's 2 for 2. He's 2 for 2 on these Fall Count Anywhere matches. This might be his thing.
I hate that this is his thing.
It might be his thing.
I wasn't a big fan of this match too much because I felt like with Boa and Sikoa, it was kind of equal because they were both on the same like plane of just like, you know, it was a more equal fight. When this match started at 9:56, and I said a false count anywhere with only 4 minutes left on the clock, bro. Y'all better do something.
There was overrun.
Yeah, obviously there was overrun, but from 9:56 to 10 o'clock, Sikoa was in a fetal position getting his ass whooped by Wagner, bro.
How to get that comeback? What happened when he popped out the trash can though? Different nigga.
Wait, hold on. So for 4 minutes straight, this nigga Sikoa was in a fetal position getting his ass whooped. Then for most of the overrun, Sikoa was getting his ass beat in the lead up to the trash can. I'm sorry, you not getting thrown into a trash can and then popping out being like, oh, like you leveled up. Nah, nigga.
He did level up. He leveled up. Don't do that.
Absolutely.
He leveled up.
You are not popping out the goddamn trash can like Jack in the Box, act like you went Super Saiyan. Absolutely fucking not.
Wow.
Stinky ass nigga. No, fuck out of here.
Really, you bugging going in there with your shoes off like that too. You got no shoes on. Yeah. Nasty ass.
And then, you know, they're fighting going back into the arena, which, you know, he got a lot of offense moving in, leading Von Wagner in.
When they got back into the arena, that's when they turned up. That's when it really turned up.
Well, it turned up because it started going in Sikoa's favor. Yeah. That's the turn up. And then I liked a lot of the stair spots. The spot was still, I was just like, yeah, he going for the kill. Stingy ending. And then when he put him on the commentary table and he jumped, nigga, I saw his foot slip.
I was gonna say it definitely wasn't Logan Paul. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
it was a Logan Paul jump.
He for sure ain't make that jump. Like his chin just he bounced off Von Wagner crazy. Candy exploded from the commentary table. I don't know if you saw that. Just like Starburst just fucking flew out of the air. Me and my homie caught it and we just fucking laughed about it. And the reason why I'm not too high on this was because, you know, Sikoa was getting his ass whooped for like 80% of this.
But that's the match. That's the babyface role.
I just felt like with him and Boa, it was more equal. So it was a lot of, even though I didn't feel like Boa was going to win, it felt more equal. He just ain't look strong being in the fetal position for most of it and then getting thrown into the trash can. I felt like the trash can was a little OD.
I like the match. This is my favorite match out of the two, between Dynamite and NXT. This is my favorite match of the 2 days. I'm not mad at the baby face. That's the family. That's every Rock match ever. What do you mean? This is in the family. This is every Roman match before he turned heel match ever. Like this is what they do. This is the Samoan match template. Get your ass beat if you're the babyface. You get your ass beat for 80% of the match, and at the end you turn the fuck up and win. That's what we do. That's what the Samoans do.
Amen. Sikoa ain't he ain't look like a G in this shit.
You don't understand.
This match ending in the same way as, you know, having the same finish as the Boa match is where I was just like, okay, why? I felt like they could have did something different.
Off a ladder? Did he jump off a ladder?
No, he jumped off the ring into like a table on the outside, but then he did it. This time, the only thing that changed is that it was the commentary table.
Okay.
And I was just like, let's spice this up a bit. But yeah, he ain't look like a street fight champ to me a little too much. But all that.
What you want to squash him?
Jeez, no, I was just betting him to throw some hands. You feel me? If you in the fetal position that long and I'm the ref in a street fight, hey man, back off my dog, bro. But it was whatever. I'm not too high on it, but I'm not gonna say this match was like bad. It definitely turned the favor with me on Wagner. I ain't gonna cap.
I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all, man.
I said it at the top of the year. It's coming together, and I'm really enjoying it. I definitely think that Wagner turned up in this match a lot. So I think that it's a good showcase for him for the most part. I don't think this did much favors for in my mind's eye for
I don't know.
Sikoa.
I think it makes Solo look great personally.
Nah, that shit ain't not to me, bro. Fetal position and getting thrown into a dumpster. You look like a nerd.
I mean, it's Von Wagner. He got to be the big boy.
Hey,
some chump.
And he hawked them down at the SmackDown, bro. Nah, bro.
I think it was in the corner.
That boy beat the fuck out of that boy. Well, let's get into these quick hits so we can get up out of here, man. Alba Fyre beat the fuck out of Lash Legend in definitive fashion. She was kind of crazy, bro.
I think Alba Fyre probably out of there soon because I don't know the way they just ended that. Like the match was like for a match that had so much heat to it and was built for so long, just to end like that, like that was it. I was like, okay, I don't know, something's off. You know what I mean? Like something. I think they called an audible. Like, hey, get Kaylee Ray the fuck out of there so we can get her on SmackDown or something.
That shit fine. Hey man, that shit fine with me. No matter.
That's fine by me too.
But I thought Lash Legend looked pretty decent in this match. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, she looked fine.
I think it's coming together for her as well. So that's cool. Lash Legend, Nikkita rehashing her promo that she did against Lash Legend not too long ago just for Kiana James. Whatever, don't care. Next, we got Trick Williams versus Wes Lee in a rounds match.
I don't know why they just call it like Heritage Cup Rule. This is literally the Heritage Cup match. It's just a different name.
A little wild. Calling it a rounds match, a little wild, but
baby come through rounds.
Shit kind of nuts, but it is what it is. Should be cool. Joe Gacy defeats Jensen and then calls out Grimes after. Or, cuts a little promo, and then Grimes was just a little frazzled or whatever. I didn't really care about this match at all. It is what it is. Something that I found absolutely hilarious on this show is this Axum Duke Hudson segment and match. Yo, I'm sorry. Axiom got to go in the dub. Yo, back to the drawing board.
I thought Axiom looked better this match than the first match. I thought he had a better show.
Absolutely not. Yo, Duke Hudson pulled up, said, "You're a nerd," slapped him, and this nigga fell to the ground.
He like double his size.
And Duke Hudson just beat the fuck out that boy for 90% of that match, and then he just got the extreme baby face roll up. I was just like, you supposed to be a superhero. Ain't no way a regular nigga like this got you in peril. Like, this shit is crazy.
He's a mass wrestler. I'm not mad. They definitely give him the kind of the Rey Mysterio position of kind of how his matches are probably gonna go.
So a nigga that get his ass whooped crazy.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, look, that's it worked for Rey. I think a kid is a good enough worker where it's gonna work. I'm not ready to write off Axiom just now. I thought this showing was a lot better than the first showing. I also thought this was a good showing for Duke Hudson as well. I thought this was. I think everybody benefited from this. This is my thing. Why push a Zion Quinn when you got Duke Hudson right there? What can Zion Quinn do better than Duke Hudson?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we wasting our time with Zion Quinn when Duke Hudson's right there?
Hey man, I am all for the prayers down for Zion Quinn. I'm glad. Was he on this episode? I don't recall seeing him on this episode.
I don't believe Zion Quinn.
Let's keep that up, man. So let's keep that up. And then Wendy Chu and Tiffany Stratton was scheduled to have a match.
Was it scheduled for this week?
I saw a graphic for it and everything.
You sure?
Hey man, like I said, I saw a graphic for it and everything. And then it didn't happen. And it seems like Tiffany Stratton wants to move on from Chu. Is Chu okay?
Did she say she wants to move on? I didn't really listen to the promo that heavy, but I just saw, I don't know. Because they showed like Tiffany, I mean, they showed Wendy Chu in the promo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was just like, yeah, I think I'm done with this hoe. But we'll see it. We'll see what happens. I think they should just have the match on Heat Wave.
They probably have that Heat Wave. That's what I'm thinking too.
Mm-hmm. So that should be cool. They, hopefully they get a lot more time on there and they can go a little more crazy. They have insane chemistry already. So should be cool. And that is it for NXT. You can subscribe to us on patreon.com at patreon.com/the8showrnc. You can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/the8showrnc. You can follow Quan on Twitter at the comeback spot. You can follow me, Cyrus, at Cyrus on TWR. It's on the show description below. We have a nice charity to get some nice kids at the Brooklyn Wrestling Club to get them to Mania. Please donate if you can. Anything is appreciated. What else we got? We got Spot Callers. Spot Callers dropped last week, I believe. Yeah. I
haven't tapped in yet, but I will.
We talked about the bash. What WWE does when their back is against the wall, and turns out a lot of nothing.
Hey, WWE from 09 to whenever the Shield showed up, they were just doing whatever, bro. Nothing made sense. They were just doing shit.
That is a very firm. That is very understood from what I was seeing on the Bash 2009. Rewriters Room returned last week. You can check them out. A Show 225. I'm on there, and if you're on our Patreon,
225. I thought 250.
250. Sorry.
Boy, dyslexic.
You feel me? So you can check that out as well. I'm featured on it. Quan didn't show up because he's a coward.
I had to watch NXT. I had no other time to watch NXT if I didn't watch it live. I had to watch it. I had to sacrifice.
Crazy. I had it on the screen now, and I was tapped in. That's crazy. I wanted to pay attention to the show, give it my full. And then you still don't remember what Tiffany Stratton said in that promo. That's crazy.
I don't remember the damn promo.
No, man. You hear this boy lying. We have we should be figuring out what's going to be on Spot Caller soon. I pulled out some DVDs from the crate that Quan gave me a few years ago, so you guys can vote on that. But there's an ROH show that was mentioned on the A Show episode that I think we should just watch that instead. Fuck the poll.
Death Before Dishonor 6,
7.
I
think it was 7.
I was supposed to go to that show. It sucks. I was really hurt. Also, I remember there's a couple of ROH shows I was supposed to go to and ended up not going. I remember like the one where Brian lost the belt to Homicide. I was supposed to go to that one, the final battle. Didn't get to go to that. A couple of joys I'm kind of upset I missed, but it is what it is.
Big L. I personally would never miss. I'm trying to think if we have anything up lined up. Oh, we have shirts, we have merch available. That should be in the bio of our tweet on our Twitter page. You can check that out. I'll probably throw it in the show notes where you can purchase the shirt. That's it. Excuse me, got hiccups now. This is a good time to end this shit. See you guys next week. See you guys.